So, John, how would your family pay the bills if something were to happen to you?
Oh, Ben, that's a good question. I'd probably be able to make it for, a period of time, but eventually that money would run out.
Yeah, so do you think their standard of living would be impacted?
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, the good news, John, is that there are affordable options that exist
Hmm.
that can help guard you and your family against life's uncertainties.
Okay,
And these are life insurance, disability insurance, and long-term care insurance.
okay.
Most people buy life insurance because it provides an immediate cash value to family. And this can be used for funeral costs and any other final expenses. It can be used to pay off a mortgage, any other debts. And it can also be used as an ongoing income for family members so that they can maintain their way of life.
Okay.
John, do you currently own any life insurance?
Yeah, I've got some.
Okay. When was the last time you reviewed your needs?
Now, that's a good question, Ben. It's been about probably a good 5 or 6 years since I sat down with anybody.
Right. So, a lot of people, though most people own some type of life insurance, a
Hmm.
lot of people don't really know how much they need to adequately cover their obligations.
Yeah, okay.
So, something I can do is I can help you determine how much you need and if what you have right now is enough.
Okay,
How's
that
that
sounds
sound?
great.
Okay, so that's something we can do.
Okay.
So, John, after the guard against risk, most people would like to save more money. Would you like to save more money?
Oh, yeah, you bet. I could always use more money.
Right. And John, saving money doesn't happen by accident, does it?
No, not at all.
No. Saving money, requires planning, discipline, systematic savings, and then a commitment to achieving our goals.
Mm-hmm.
And most people save money to handle unexpected emergencies,
Mm-hmm.
to take advantage of future opportunities,
Well.
to enjoy their retirement years, and then
Mm-hmm.
also to help their children and grandchildren pay for college.
Yeah.
What do you plan to save for, John?
All those things. I mean, I think you pretty much hit the four biggies for me.
Is there anything else that you may be saving for?
Someday I'd probably like to buy a Harley Davidson, but we'll see where that goes.
Okay. So, one of the most important things about financial security is to pay yourself first.
Oh.
And many experts recommend setting at least 10% of your saving or of your income aside into some type of future for your future.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Um, so, there's many different ways to save money.
Yeah.
And referring to the financial pyramid here, at the bottom of the pyramid, we see that there are vehicles that have low risk,
Mm-hmm.
also a lower reward.
Okay.
And as we go up the pyramid, the risk increases, also the potential for reward increases as well.
Oh, sure.
So we can decide what's best for you and what you're most comfortable with.
Okay. Great.
And then how do you consider the cost of waiting?
Well, I really haven't, Ben.
What this diagram here basically illustrates is that the longer we wait until we start saving, the more we're going to have to set aside on a monthly basis in order to reach our goal. So the
Oh.
earlier we start, the better off we're going to be, basically.
Okay.
So we can also talk about that as well. And how do you feel about your current level of savings?
Well, Ben, I probably need to save more, but I don't know how much. So.
Okay. So something I can help you do is
Mhm.
determine, no matter what your goals are, we can determine what your goals are and how to get there.
Fair enough, Ben. That's great.
So one of the most important things we save for is retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Today Americans face two dilemmas: saving enough money and making that money last as long as they do.
Okay.
And consider this: today's retirees, they're spending more money than they expected to.
Mm-hmm.
The average Social Security check is about $1,200 a month.
Okay.
The uncertainty of Social Security's future.
Mm-hmm.
And then throw in fewer pension plans are being offered by companies. Healthcare costs are rising, and then we're just living a lot longer than we ever had before.
Sure. Okay.
So a comfortable retirement is really going to be based on two things:
Okay.
personal savings and a self-funded retirement plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are your concerns with retirement?
I think probably making sure that I have enough money, and I think making it last as long as my wife and I live.
Okay. So, John, there's a number of tax advantage options for retirement planning out there that I can show you, and we can decide what's best for you.
Okay, great.
So, when you do reach retirement, retirement distribution helps you determine how to draw your money out and when to do it, so that your money lasts as long as you do.
Oh, wow, okay.
So basically, the idea is to provide income that lasts the rest of your life.
Oh,
So that's what
okay.
retirement distribution can do. So when you get to that point, we can talk about that as well.
You got it. Okay.
Another important part of planning for life is estate planning.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, estate planning is not just for the wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should consider how and to whom they leave their assets to when they pass on.
Okay.
If we don't have a plan, the government's going to decide for us.
Yeah.
So there are many options and tools available out there to help us develop an estate plan.
Mm-hmm.
One of those is life insurance.
Okay.
Perhaps one of the simplest ways is to just make sure we have an updated will
Mm-hmm.
and that we've recently reviewed our beneficiary designations.
Oh, okay.
John, do you have an updated will?
You know, it's been a few years since we updated it.
Okay. So something we can do is work with your attorney, just to look at it and revise it and look at your beneficiary designations as well.
Okay,
How's that
wonderful.
sound?
That sounds great.
Great. So also, John, I know you're not a small business owner, but you may know someone who is.
Okay.
And we provide services that help small business owners protect their families and their businesses
Mm-hmm.
through our small business planning.
Okay.
Something we also do is provide employee benefits
Mm-hmm.
to employers so that they can attract and retain good employees.
Oh, wow.
Something we could also do, or I could do for you, is look at your own employee benefits that you get and teach and help you understand those
Mm-hmm.
better and maximize those benefits.
That'd be
Would that
great.
be helpful?
Yes, it would.
Okay. So we can do that as well.
Okay.
So, John, as you can see, planning for the future takes a lot of careful thought. Of the areas that we've discussed, which are most concerning to you today?
You know, probably the protection and the retirement plans would be my biggies.
Okay. So if it's okay with you, we'll go ahead and get started. I can ask a few questions, and we can start personalizing the plan for you.
That'd be great, Doug. Thank you.
All right, thank you.